Hi everyone. No, you're not having a Bigfoot sighting, and I am not homeless. I got a big ass beard going on here. Probably the biggest I've ever had. Recovering from surgery, not able to stand on my foot and shave and stuff like that. So it's unfortunate, but I'm your host, James Cairns for Yes You Can Sports. This is episode number 6 of Hockey with Balls. Thank you for watching another episode. I appreciate it. And yeah, just following up with a few DMs. People wishing me well in my recovery. I appreciate that. I am recovering, a little more mobile, still in a lot of pain, but a little more mobile. And, hopefully, fingers crossed, everything's going good. Maybe next episode I'll lose the beard. But, anyways, guys, as promised, we're going to talk about, or as promised in episode number 5, we're going to talk about 3-on-3 ball hockey with the upcoming World Championships June 3rd to 6th. WBDHF World Championships 3-on-3 ball hockey coming up. I'm going to basically explain my knowledge of the game. I'm relatively new to playing at that level. I only have, I guess, 3 world championships, or no, 2. I got 2 world 3-on-3 championships under my belt. Playing in Mont Tremblant, 2024 for Great Britain, and then playing in Slovakia 3-on-3 for Team Canada. So I've grown quite a bit as far as my knowledge for the game. I've actually found it my weaker point in ball hockey. Like as I continue to grow with my IQ and stuff like that in the sport, and just overall trying to get better in every aspect. 3-on-3, 4-on-4, 5-on-5. 3-on-3 helps a lot with your 5-on-5 and 4-on-4 game. 3-on-3, you have to be quicker, better hands, smart, especially as far as playing defense, staying with the play, stuff like that. It really helps your 5-on-5 game. So I'm glad that I've committed to playing 3-on-3. I played 3-on-3 in the past, in tournaments and stuff like that. So I did have experience, but it was more just run and gun, playing with a good team, having a lot of fun type of atmosphere. They were tournaments and stuff like that, and that's only where my experience stemmed from. Playing at the world level, totally different level of play. Doesn't matter which group you're playing in, Open, Masters, or Legends. I mean, if you're a 3-on-3 player and you know how to play 3-on-3, you are a good player at that level. So you have to be a good player. You have to be on point with your game and understanding, which I did not understand as much playing the first time with Great Britain in Tremblant 3-on-3. Slovakia, I understood the game a lot more. I did my research, and I tried my best to stay with the flow of the game and to contribute the best I could. I feel going into this tournament in Mont Tremblant in 2026, I feel I have a lot more knowledge, a lot more skill set to play the game and actually to contribute at both ends, offensively and defensively. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the trusty coach's board here. It's the only way I can show you basically uh, without having an elaborate setup and stuff like that with the computer and all that type of stuff. I am still using my phone. Just because of the hiccups and the setup I do have at home right now, I can't do things on Twitch. I do have Twitch set up, as you guys recall. I did work on that. It is set up. It's just a matter of having the place to stream and something at home that I am trying to work on and set up something so I can bring that to you guys just to enhance the viewership and stuff like that and the engagement. But for now, we're using the trusty coaches board here. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, 3-on-3 hockey is played on a standard size floor, where the most standard floor is 100 feet. So basically half the floor, so 100 feet by 60 feet across. So the other net would be roughly here, type of thing. So you'd be playing in that space. Okay, so there is no offsides, there is no icing. All right. So in order to just show you basically the best way I can, not having like a 3-on-3 rink drawn up here. These areas here, so this would be much smaller because I'm using a 5-on-5. So you're gonna catch me looking down a lot here, unfortunately, guys. But I mean, I got the beard going on anyways. No one wants to see that. I look a little rough and haggard. So what I drew in there is the ideal spot of where you want that ball to shoot in the 3-on-3 on a 3-on-3 net. Okay, the X's we're gonna say is the defense. So let's say it's Team Canada versus Chechnya, or the Czech Republic here. So 3 X's are Czech Republic. You know, shout out to Canada beating the Czech Republic today in overtime. Mitch Marner, baby, 4-3. But anyways, so here's the 3 Czech players, and what's gonna happen is, let's say there's the ball is dumped into a corner. Okay, ball goes here. Okay, the defenseman here. Okay, if you guys can see the defenseman here, here's the ball. Defenseman here. Here's our player. Our player is gonna forecheck the defenseman. All right. The defenseman high that got dumped the ball in is actually gonna stay around here. Okay, he's watching this guy here. All right. The other defenseman is gonna play our guy, who's gonna come into here to support. Okay, so what you've got here is a triangle. Okay, you see that triangle? You got a nice supporting triangle here. Okay, what tends to happen is, if this guy's not on him right away, he's either going to dump the ball to this corner over on this side, or he's going to run the ball. He or she is going to run the ball to that corner. Okay, this when the ball comes over here, guys. Okay, so the ball is now coming over here after the dump in. Okay, this guy's pursuing the ball. So he's going after the ball. He comes over here to get the ball. This person, the forechecker, is not chasing him. He's not going to chase him. If he's going to beat him to the ball, or has put the ball there and is going to that corner with the ball, you do not want to chase this guy. Okay? Reason being, you chase him, he comes out. This guy jumps. This guy jumps. Right? And this guy's coming up the floor. You're stuck behind the net chasing him. Okay? So you don't want to do that. What you're going to do is, this guy's going to move from the front of the net here to support. This guy that was here is going to follow him there. And this guy, this D-man, so if he comes out here, this D-man's going to come here, and he's going to stay with that guy there. All right? What this guy does, instead of chasing him, he's going to come from here, and he's going to go across. Okay? He's going to play here to support this pass or protect this pass. So he's not going to run out with, he's going to put pressure here. And I know there's a little bit of a glare. He's going to put pressure on this guy here with the ball, and playing him along the boards. As this guy breaks out, this guy's going to stay with him. Okay? And this defense is keeping this man in front of him the entire time. Right? Don't close the gap too much, because if you overrun, or this guy beats you, he's on a clear-cut breakaway, right? And this guy's going to bank it off the boards and get it down to him. Okay? So you don't want to do that. You want to give him some space, but you're gonna play that zone. Also, if this guy manages to come here, okay, receive the ball with this guy chasing him, he's gonna keep going this way, and this guy's gonna keep trying to come this way. So right here, there's coverage. You're backing up, protecting here. There's no passes across to the open man. You're staying in front, playing his stick. And now this guy is able to stay with this man that has just passed the ball, okay? So that's what you want to do. You don't want to chase the guy behind the net. If you know you're not going, especially if you know you're not going to win the ball, you're just chasing him. It's terrible. They could just break out quickly. I was a victim of that several times. First time I ever played ball hockey at the world level, I would chase the guy behind the net. Like, what am I doing? This guy has a clear-cut run up the boards or a pass here, run up the boards. How am I catching him? I am not faster than the ball, so I am not catching him doing that. Okay? The reason why I had this red box, like I was alluding to before, that's where we want to get the ball. Okay? So what I showed you the first time there was if the ball gets dumped in, they retrieve the ball first. Okay, they go that way behind the net, or they come back up the boards. We got... Okay, I'm going to try my best not to look down. We got this guy dumping the ball. Okay, I'm not going to do that. All right, so we got this guy dumping the ball. Ball goes to the corner. Again, they get the ball first. We got our guy here. Their guy's going to come support here. We got our D here. So if he swings the ball up this way, boom, he's attacking. Okay? This man is just staying with this guy. He leaves. He's coming with him. If he goes to support, okay, if he goes to support, he is not attacking. He's going out with him, but he's protecting here. Okay? He's protecting here. Why? Because this guy's already engaged. If he jumps in, tries to dig the ball out, okay, you want someone back. You want to protect that chip play out or whatever. So if he gets the ball, he's chipping it out. You don't want to get tangled in there when this guy's going and they're in their defensive end, right? Because if the ball does squirt out to your way, now you have a clean shot at the net. Okay? And this red area is where we want to shoot from. Shooting from the boards here, and you miss, it's wrapping the boards or around the net, etc. And that's just turning the ball over, guys. It's a waste. Okay, you want a better angle. You want a better angle shot with purpose. You want that rebound to come out. You want guys to be able to have the opportunity in this area to pop that ball in the net for you, because let's face it, if the goalie's got a clear shot from you, some 3-on-3 is played on smaller nets. The goalies have a good idea of their angle and stopping you. So rebounds are very, very good in this area for goals. It's a little bit of a mess over here. So we'll go over that again. Okay, I showed you, and I'm doing this just so people can kind of grasp, being repetitive, just so people can grasp the first idea of two variants going into the O zone when they get the ball and when we get the ball, which I'll explain in a few minutes. Okay, so again, they get the ball. They got the ball here. Our guy's here. Their support is here on the boards. Our D is just going to hang back here. Okay, with our other guy in the slot here. Again, that triangle with their guy in front of the net. Should he go behind the net or flip the ball to this corner? Okay, ball's now over here. He's over here. This guy's going to bounce out. Okay, it's going to come out here. Our guy is going to follow him. Okay, this guy that was forechecking on the ball is not chasing him. You are not chasing him. You're going across in front of the goalie to support here, right? He only has one option now, to either bank it out to this guy and go, right? Or try and hit him with a pass, okay? So you're trying to force him into the boards here. Right? This guy's going to continue going, looking for a bank pass. Our guy's pursuing him. This guy's going to jump here. And our D is just going to stay right in front of him. Okay? Preventing him from a breakaway or receiving a long pass, or even if they bank it off, it goes into the other zone. Like I said, there's no icing. It goes into the zone on an area ball. He's going to go pursue it. He's on him. This guy's going to go towards the net. He's going to follow him. This guy's already got him coming up all the way up the floor. All men are covered. We did a great job. That's the only thing you need to remember as far as a forechecker, is not to chase the guy behind the net in 3-on-3 ball hockey. All right? So with that being said, we'll move on to what happens if we get the ball in the O zone. All right, a lot of lines here. Sorry, guys, I don't have my eraser with me. So, if we get the ball in the O zone, so again, if we have the ball here, and we put the ball into the corner, that's great. You do not want to shoot, okay? Sure, if you have an open pass here, guy goes in front of the net, what you want to do is you want to move to the middle of the floor, okay? You need a better angle shot coming through this zone, okay? Better angle shots. If you're shooting here and it's going this way and you miss the net, it's wrapping around. That's a giveaway, right? This guy's got to go battle. This guy's going to go after the ball. All right, it's a bad option. Okay, so you got to watch the angles of your shots, especially in 3-on-3, because the ball moves fast. Now, if we get the ball, so again, our defense is high. He's under coverage. We're entering the zone. Ball gets dumped into the corner. Our guy now has the ball. Okay, defense is coming in and chasing him, or coming after him. The other forward is going to the net, so we'll put him here. We get the ball. So what we're looking for, we're going to either curl out this way or we're going to curl behind the net, like I said. If he pursues, okay, we're going to come here with the ball. He's going to come chase us, because we're going to make a quick decision. Which way are we going, right? Are we going to curl this way? We're going to curl that way. We grab the ball. We make a quick decision, this way or that way. Easy, right? So now he's got to change direction or pursue us. You can head fake. You pick and choose. All that's going to happen is we're going to go behind the net here. We're going to get the ball we have here. This guy's going to step out here. This person here is going to stay there because now we have a triangle. Okay? Is going to stay there. Right? He's going to get the ball. It's going to be a quick boom, boom, shot. Boom, boom, shot. Okay? If he misses, misses, obviously he's going to go retrieve it, right? Same thing. He retrieves it here. It's either a shot on net through that red zone here, this red zone, right? If he has to go all the way across to here, you're not going to want to shoot it through here, and you may not have the ability with the men chasing you to come back. So what you're going to do is an area ball, nice little area ball. This guy's here. Turn it over. You're going to throw the ball here around the boards. He's going to come meet it. This guy here, sorry, I know it's getting a little confusing with all the lines. Shit, I don't have anything to really erase it. So, remembering from that spot, this guy gets it here. This guy's chasing him because that's where the ball went. This guy was in front of the net. This guy was here with the defenseman there. So he's going to get the ball. He doesn't have a good angle. Okay, you can't go to the middle of the floor because he's being pursued. So what he's going to do is throw an area ball into this corner, or hard enough that it wraps the corner that this guy here can meet it. He's going to come grab the ball. This guy, if he's not smart, is going to pursue him. But right when that ball gets thrown here, sorry, that glare. Right when the ball gets thrown here, this guy's going to pop out right there. Boom. Okay? Boom, boom. There's that shot again, right? So he's there. We got a nice little triangle set up here again. Boom, boom. Or he's gonna continue. He's gonna grab the ball here, and this guy could be wide open for a 1T. This guy could be open for a 1T. Okay, they got two options here. Another one might be that if this guy's far enough back, he's coming up along here. This guy's gonna cut. Okay, he's gonna cut towards the net. This guy's gonna come out here. He's gonna follow him and engage. He's gonna pull away from here to support, just in case he does lose the ball or whatever. And now he's got a quick one-time pass here for a shot on net. Or he's gonna continue high. This guy's going to have to chase him still. He's going to be wide open. So this guy's going to have to make a decision. Is he going to take this guy here coming up, or is he going to follow his man? Most likely he'll follow his man, which means this guy's going to get a nice little shot towards the net with one guy already here, this guy going to the far post here. You see that? So it's just the options. It's two options or redundant plays that you'll see, especially in 3-on-3 ball hockey. We'll cover it again real quick before we go into the defensive. So here's the other option. So there was the first one, defense gets the ball, what to do when defense gets the ball. Now this is what happens when your forechecker gets the ball. Again, we'll start here, dumps it into the corner, okay, because he doesn't have a shot on net, dumps it into the corner, right? Or let's do it this way. Or he's in the middle of the floor, his man's here, he shoots it, goalie makes a save, goes to the corner, our guy grabs it, he's there, he's going to stay high. This other forward of ours was crashing the net, defense is going to stay in front of him. What happens is this guy's going to make a split decision, go this way or that way. I'll show you. He'll go this way this time, so he'll end up here. This D-man's going to come across. This guy's going to pop out here. Okay. And again, the triangle. Now he's either, if his man didn't pursue him quick enough, he's got the quick shot, or he can get the ball, move. You don't want the shot from the boards, like I said, because if you miss, it's wrapping, it's a giveaway. So what you want to do is pop it out here. He's going to work his way high back to the middle of the floor if he possibly can to reset off those half boards, or he's gonna get it, 1T pass right back to him, 1T pass back to him, and a shot on net. So it's gonna be boom, 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 because you're working it into that zone. Okay. That's basically the idea between for the offensive zone. From what I understand, guys, I've actually done quite a bit of research on this now. I wonder if this eraser works. And, you know, I may be missing some key things with people that, oh, it does, that may have way more experience than me. But that's the main or the standard idea. Playing offense, what happens when the ball gets dumped into the zone, etc. How to respond to the two variants there. Obviously, the forechecker not wanting to chase the guy. If the D-man gets it, goes behind the net, you're going to angle, go in front, keep in front of your guy, force him to the boards. And you're not going to chase and then attack, because if you attack, right, then he's got two options. He's going to fake inside, go back outside, beat you. He's going to fake outside, come back inside, beat you. Okay, and then they're running up the floor. The idea is just to cut him off, make it hard for him to pass, and that's exactly what you're doing here originally. You're putting the pressure on him because his back is to you. it's a disadvantage. Obviously, he can't see. Okay, so you're gonna want to attack him and put pressure so he can't make the pass. But if he beats you clean and he's there and he turns around, you're gonna want to contain him. Okay, you want to make it hard for him to pass to either of those guys, and our guys have to do their job, staying with them and making it hard for them to receive the ball. Okay, being in their faces type of thing. And the same would go in front of the net too. You know, wherever he goes, that guy's going to shadow him and be in his face as well. We're going to play contain. This guy has nowhere to go, so he's going to make an errand like long lob pass or try and wrap the boards for it, chip behind the net, or most likely run this way. Okay, if he does run this way, again, we're not chasing him. We're cutting him off and angling him off and staying in front of him. Right? As long as all of our teammates have their man covered and you're containing this guy, he has no options. His only option is to beat you one-on-one. And that's what you don't want to happen. Right? As a player, especially at that level, you don't want to get beat one-on-one. You want to contain that guy if he's already facing you. As soon as he loses the ball, turns his back, you got to time that. You got to anticipate that and attack him then. Okay? So defensively, all right, guys. Defensively, same area. This is the area now, right? We want to keep them out of. All right. So defensively is actually a lot easier to explain. What's the best way to explain playing defensively? It would probably be. I'm just trying to set up here. Okay. So the best way to play defensively in 3-on-3 ball hockey is man-to-man coverage. Okay? There is no zone. You're not trying to protect the zone. Obviously, you're trying to protect the house, which is this red area here. But doing so means you're covering your men. Again, the opposing team is X. Okay, they may have a similar setup with a triangle. RD is in here. RD is here with that man, or he's going to want to be, inside more. Okay, in between him and the net at all times. The other D is going to want to be in between him and the net at all times. Okay. We rather this guy shoot from out here, anywhere. If he wants to shoot on the boards, I mean, we can't control it. You know, that's the experience levels or what makes good players and good teams. If he shoots out here and it goes to the side of the net, or he hits the net, you know where the ball is going. This guy's going to attack the ball, okay? And we're going to use that net as coverage, okay? Because if they want to chase us, they're at the disadvantage right there. We can spring out. All three of us can go down the floor. This guy's now chasing, trying to get to us. We're going to take the wide angle here and spring out quick transition or whatever. Our guys are just going to go, okay? That's the difference in the speed of the game. Endurance, speed, stuff like that kills 3-on-3. It's a very good asset to have. IQ, obviously knowing the game, number one. Then the speed, number two, obviously, and understanding the game and keeping with the flow of the game. Your endurance, your speed, your cardio, that's going to be huge. But yeah, so as long as we are in between our man and the net, we're playing good defense. They're going to be playing the triangle. We're playing the triangle in defense. Should this guy come out this way, all this guy's going to do is follow him. If this guy goes to the corner, okay, here's the exception. Okay, if this guy goes to the corner, okay, we do not want to attack if he's got his, if he's going to beat us to the ball, we don't want to leave that space. So we're going to move over here, right? And this guy's still going to stay with him. He's going to contain him still. Unless his back is to you that he can attack, okay? You're not going to want to attack. You're going to want to contain this guy. he's beat you to the ball. You want to get in between him and the net again, stay in between him and the net, and you want to make it hard for him to pass, okay, in this area. You want to make it, you don't want him getting into the red zone, okay? You do not want him getting into the red zone. All right? This guy may cut, okay? You're here still. Your stick is in the lane, okay? Here or here. You're going to read this player and where he's going to feed the ball. Where he's going to feed the ball. This guy's cutting. This guy's staying with him, tying up the stick, making it hard for him to battle. And this guy's going to stay with him. Okay? Under no circumstances should a man be wide open. Okay? So you got to be quick when reading that. You got to find your man. And that all starts with leaving the zone, right? So when they're coming in and you're chasing him or whatever, you got to be in between. If he's got the ball here, you got to be there. All right? You got to be there within stick's length or a stick and a half length away from the guy. His other options up here, again, that man is going to be here. The forechecker usually in between here. And if this guy's parked out here in front, you got to be in between here, battling, tying up his stick, battling, okay, making it hard for him to receive a pass. One thing I did want to touch on that I did forget, so that's defensively. That's just defensive coverage. Makes it, in my opinion, it's the easiest way to explain. People do have variants of defense and where they want guys to stand at all times, etc. But as long as you're playing that man-to-man and you're in between them and the net, there will be fewer chances for them to score. One thing I did want to touch on, like I said, offensively, let's say we have the ball. Okay, our guy goes behind the net after we receive the ball. Okay, he's not pursuing him. Okay, so we talked about not chasing the guy. So let's say we are playing a smart team, that this guy's not going to chase the guy to break down the floor. Okay, or this is the O zone. We're in the O zone right now, sorry. So this is their goalie here. Their goalie. He's not going to pursue behind the net. Okay, our guy's in the middle of the floor. Sorry. There we go. Getting my X's and O's mixed up. So, our guy's staying there. Our guy's behind the net. This guy's coming across here to play him. Okay. And here's our other guy. So when he comes this way, this guy's going to pop out. We're going to get it. Boom, boom. 1T. This guy's going to come over. This other D's going to come over here to support. So we have that triangle, guys, like I said. Okay, he's going to look for the one-timer or a pass out here for a shot with two guys down low. But let's say, oh, this is great, right? Let's say we get the ball. We beat him here. We get the ball from here, come across. We beat him there at the side of their net. Their man is here. Our guy is here. Their man comes across here instead of pursuing me. That's our D at the point. Okay? Now, if he comes across and our guy goes here, our D's over here, this guy's staying in between him, and this guy comes to here. We have the option to make a pass out here or fake the pass here and jam it. Try and work your way in front here for a quick shot. Okay? Because that guy is committed. They've both committed here. The other one would be we get the ball here. Our guy comes across here. This guy follows. And this guy here in front drops here to support. We got two guys coming in on the one guy here with the ball. Okay? What's going to happen is this guy's got to drop here, or should drop here. We've got a nice bank pass here out to the point where the point man can grab it, put it on net for our guy here, or a pass here, or he's coming across here, we can do a cheeky little quick pass here to our guy there. So boom, boom, or a quick pass here for a shot in between them as they're coming. Okay? Because even if it gets here and it gets picked off or knocked off here, the odds are it's going to hop through, clip a stick, hop through, still creates a chance here, goes this way, our guy can still get it, or it's going to bank off one of their players back to the corner where we can still pursue it here. The support is up here still, and they have two guys coming in on one, which still gives us the advantage of a guy wide open here, a pass to our D for that wide open pass, or a pass here for a shot, or they're too slow to come and pick us up on the boards here, and we hit the guy ourselves here. All right, so that's the other option. I forgot to talk about when a guy is being pursued. Hopefully you guys saw it. Trying not to have so much glare on the board, it's hard. I have to use obviously the lighting and stuff like that to illuminate everything. And defensive coverage is just man to man. You just want to be in your man's face, in his grill the entire time. And just look at my notes here. Okay. One thing I didn't talk about, which is critical as far as 3-on-3 ball hockey play, it's your shooting side, guys. It's so ideally what you want is on this board, if we're facing this way, okay, so this man here, we got a player here, okay, say a player here and a player here, okay. That high D man, he can be a righty or a lefty. So what I was gonna get to here, sorry, I'm tripping over myself a little bit. I'm just trying to explain it because my brain's actually processing this stuff faster. It's like I've actually drilled this shit into my head so that I just always know. So I'm always trying to be boom, 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 boom. So bear with me, guys. So right here, you're gonna want a left-hand shot. So the stick on this side. You're gonna want this guy a right-hand shot. And that D-man can be either left or righty. Okay? So I'm just putting like little sticks there. The reason being is when this guy gets the ball, he walks in, curls in off the half boards. He's already got the inside shot, right? If their man's here and this guy's wide open, that's a 1T all day. That's if he's got the shot, if it's a wide open net, sure, and this guy's playing loose, you're gonna want to drive the net and shoot, try and pick a corner, whatever, right? But if this D-man, so you beat this guy to the ball, curl out from the corner, walk towards net. This D-man, this guy pops out, okay? That's a 1T all day because he's stuck. He's either going to go here, or if I'm playing D, I'm going to cheat and take away this 1T knowing my goalie's already playing this guy because this goalie is still a D-man. He's still there to prevent the puck or the ball from going into the net. All right? So you got to rely, you got to trust, have confidence in your goalie that he's going to stop this guy. So he's within 6'9". He's not going to dangle because as a D-man, I'm going to swipe that ball away, right? But I'm going to cheat a little towards that 1T to kind of protect this open side while my goalie's playing here. So a left-hand shot on the right wing, a right-hand shot on the left wing, and your D could be either or. So what happens is, or what I feel is ideal, is if you have too many lefties on your team and not enough righties, which is a lot of the cases with some teams, you always want to match up a left-hand shot and a right-hand shot as your forwards. So one forechecker, and then your other forward, your supporting forward or whatever. So I just refer to them as 1, 2, and 3. 3 being the D-man, and then 1 and 2 is the forwards. And because in 3-on-3 there really is no D, no forward. It's not like 5-on-5. You got to lose that mentality of 5-on-5. where you chase a guy behind the net, etc. You got to play more area. So area passes, area defensively. Make sure you're covering your zones, being in between players and stuff like that, defensive end. But the reason why you want to have a left-hand, right-hand shot is for one-tees, one-timers. The one-timers are dangerous as hell in 3-on-3 ball hockey. If you can get those quick shot off, getting the goalies moving, having smart forwards that know how to catch a goalie coming across, going far side, 5-hole, or even beating him because you're a left-hand shot receiving the ball from a right-hand shot pass, you can 1-tee right on the short side there and score like 90% of the time. Maybe that's a little too high, but the majority of the time you will beat the goalie coming across. And like I said, if they come across hard, you can go the far post. It's all up to the shooter at that point. What he plans on doing, hard and high is always the best option in my opinion. So hard shot short side, or hard shot high far side. Sometimes you get lucky, catch them with the 5-hole, depending on the style of the goalie, butterfly, if he stacks the pads, whatever. Again, that's up to the forwards to read or know the scouting report on the goalies, what they tend to do or what you've noticed during the game, and adjust your game on the fly. So yeah, as far as the D-man, so like I was alluding to before, if you have an overabundance of left-hand shots, you're going to want to use those righties as your forwards, so left and right, and then the extra left-handed shots would probably be your defense, just so you can keep that dynamic up front of the right hand, left hand, especially on the power plays, etc. So a power play, you'd have 3 shooters on the floor against 2 shooters. I'll show you real quick how that would end up setting up. So if we have the power play, you'd have the man high up here with the ball. You would have your left-hand shot here, your right-hand shot here. Okay, defense, again, can be either left or right hand, whatever you have an overabundance of, right? Their defense is probably going to set up like this. Okay, they're going to be within stick's length. Reason why they want to be stick length is to prevent the 1-tees. Okay, so this guy here would come down here. This guy here would come across, let's say here, towards the net. They want to take away that pass across. All right. So as you can see too, we're set up in that triangle. They want to prevent that ball from coming across here for a quick 1-tee, because the goalie's going to protect the ball here. If he gets it there, chances of it being a goal is really, really high. So it's boom, boom, in. Okay. Him shooting here, not going to happen. Not going to score unless the ball hits the goalie or defense bounces out here and this guy can tap it in. So the most common play that's going to happen is he's going to get it. He has no pass across. He's going to go back up here to the point. They're going to move in. They're going to creep in a little, right? Close the gap, staying without, like, they want to stay within a distance that they're not getting the ball swiped off their stick, obviously, right? So there is no harm in trying to either freeze these guys by moving the ball back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until you have that 1-tee set up from this guy. All right, same here, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. As you're going back and forth, this guy could be creeping in. These guys could be shifting towards here, moving around, catch them, boom, boom, shot from the middle, right? Boom, boom, shot from the side, right? Pass here, pass across, boom, in. All right. So, sorry guys, I just noticed there was more glare. So that's a power play. Penalty kill, again, you're going to want to be within stick's length of each other, making sure you're trying to intercept the backdoor passes. Okay, we'll lose the board now. Intercept the backdoor passes for those one-timers. You got to recognize on the floor too, if there's 2 left-hand shots as forwards or all 3 of them are left-hand shots, the threat is from where the one-timer is, right? So that's going to be your right wing. or your right hand, or sorry, yeah, your right winger is a left hand shot. So you're gonna want to cheat more so towards that guy. So it's gonna be the bottom guy is gonna cheat towards the left hand shot. Their most potent player, their most dangerous player. You're gonna cheat towards that guy, allowing the top guy to shift up and down. I put away the board too soon. Okay. Um, so again, we'll set up real quick here. Right. So we got the left hand shot here. We got the shot here. Okay. You're gonna want to play your stick. You're gonna take away the middle passes, but if he's a left hand shot here, so left, they're both lefties. This guy here has the quickest shot to the net. This guy here is going to cheat. It's going to cheat and allow this guy a little more space here, because this guy here now is going to can shift down and shift up. Okay, he's going to come down here to possibly swipe away the ball, right? Or force him. He's not going to overcommit though. He's just going to put pressure. So they're still going to stay within stick's length. They're going to go here, so he can still come back and shift here. But he's going to come across to force him at a bad angle here to take a shot like that with the goalie here, right? He's not scoring there. This guy's going to clear the rebounds, or go get the ball, clear the rebound. This guy's going to protect the front of the net still. Should he get the ball first, he's going to stay there, protect the front of the net, right? Or they're just going to stay stationary. He goes and gets the ball again. They're just going to stay there. No one has to retrieve the ball. They're just looking to kill. That's it. They're just looking to kill, eat that clock. It's usually a minute power play on 3-on-3. And they're just looking to kill. So most of the time you won't even see a D-man go after that ball on a penalty kill. Ball hits a body, hits the net, hits the goalie, bounces to the corner. They'll end up leaving the ball and basically just staying in their position so they're not caught chasing. Because if the other guy beats them to the ball, now it's a 2-on-1 in front of the net. You don't want that to happen either. And that's basically it, guys. That was defensive zone coverage too on the penalty kill. You know, there could be other variants and stuff like that. That's just basically the basics of the 3-on-3 game and what to expect in a standard 3-on-3 game. They're redundant plays. If you guys don't know already, a lot of plays in hockey are redundant, and it's about knowing or recognizing those plays and adding variables yourself. Creative players do a great job of making something out of nothing or making something out of a redundant play. That's all I have for today. I know it was a big segment as far as 3-on-3 coverage, so if 3-on-3 wasn't your game and stuff like that, and you didn't really know much about it, I hope it helped explain a little bit. Like I said, people that have more experience than me and know the game a lot more than me and been playing it longer than me will have a lot more knowledge or may have things to add and stuff like that. That's just the level I'm at right now. I feel like it's a world level. I've seen these plays over and over again. I've been watching them. I watch replays of my games, whatever teams I'm playing for, what we did right, what we did wrong, what I did wrong. I analyze it. You guys see in the NHL, if you guys watch hockey, you always see them on their little iPads at the benches seeing what happened there. Like, because the game moves so fast, especially 3-on-3, the game moves so fast that you don't always have the opportunities to review what went wrong, what you did wrong, what you shouldn't do, what you should do, what you could have done in those situations. I wish we had the same thing. We had like an iPad on the bench or something like that. So unfortunately, everything I review is after the game, and I do review it. So after every game, I go back to the hotel or wherever I'm at the time, and I watch the feed as long as it's been recorded, and I watch the feed and I see exactly what happened or how we lost the game or areas where I could improve or we could improve as a team and stuff like that. And I like to add my contributions and try and get everyone that maybe didn't have the chance or the opportunity to watch the video a good understanding of what's going on and where we're at. All right, guys. So that's about it. That's episode number 6. 3-on-3 ball hockey explained. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. And we'll see if I can get this beard trimmed up and stuff for next episode. You guys all have a great week, and we'll see you next Wednesday. Peace.